Welcome to the most must see. Oh, no, that's not it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. No, that's not it either.
No, that's not it. That's not it.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. That
That's
definitely ain't
definitely not
it.
it.
Give me a chance here. It's been a while. Welcome, everyone, to an all new edition of the show with the trifecta suplexes, but no flex at all. This is the Three Amigos podcast show.
Yes, indeedy.
Without any further ado, let's introduce you to the three suplexes, aka although on your screen right now you're only hearing two. We're gonna
And
illegally
seeing.
tag in and though and if you're looking, we both have on our suit.
Yes.
Shades of blue. Anyhow, we're gonna illegally tag in Sour D's a little bit later. He's gonna join us. However, comma, let me still do our introductions because y'all love them. It's season two, right? For
Yes.
Christ's sake.
Yes.
So the number two is very synonymous tonight. So as always, there's no shook hands in Brooklyn if you don't know me. I'm just trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents. If it don't make dollars, it definitely
It
does
don't
not
make sense.
make sense. That's right. The bottom line is always the dollar sign. I am your intellectual savior to the masses. The underdog, also known as the unchosen one, the brilliant,
Yes.
bright, and always willing to fight,
You damn right.
Brandon Dodd.
Yeah, man. That's that guy right there.
Right. This is and this guy right here, hailing originally from the livest borough, Flatbush. He was once
Always.
all in, right? We will see if this Sunday he's double or nothing, right? He's the meanest on the wheels of steel, the voice of the
Mm-hmm.
turnbuckle talk, and the realest on the turntables. He is the Panamanian guy. He is the Mashout King.
Yes. Yeah, man.
And
Listen.
last but not least, who will be joining us a little bit later. Let me still do his intro because I think we'll be in full swing conversation because there's so much to talk about with so little time. Let me still get to his intro. Last and certainly not least, he'll be joining us a little later. Hailing from the concrete jungle, Brooklyn, New York, he is
Mm-hmm.
standing at 6'4". He is lyrical, miracle, spiritual, criminal, minimal, bare minimum, aluminum bars. He is the 10-time New York State Art Champion. We're gonna be
Yes.
crowning a new champion. I wonder if he's gonna get a new belt. He's had it 10 times, but we'll see. Give it up for Big Daddy Cool, Sour Diesel.
All righty.
Yes, yes. First things first, I would like to take the time out to thank the viewers, the listeners, all the subscribers who share, give your feedback, comment. We you could be anywhere in the world. You're here with us. The Three Amigos
Yes.
show couldn't be anywhere. Couldn't be here without you. So we appreciate you. We want to encourage you to comment, like, share, listen on all where all podcasts are streamed. You can catch us, the Three Amigos shows, right? So much to talk about in so little time. I'm gonna toss it over to my main man over here, Mash Out. We want to talk about the death of the original superstar, Mr. Billy
Billy
Graham.
Graham. Now, before we do that, obviously, I want to do a rest in peace for the legend Tina Turner. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
the queen of rock and roll.
Queen of rock and roll. I know this is a wrestling podcast, but
Mm-hmm.
we do mesh worlds at times, and rest in peace to the legendary Queen. I would say, sorry,
Whoa. Don't
almost,
kill.
almost Tina Turner. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Gone, but certainly never forgotten. Icon, legend, and so on and so forth. And while we're speaking about icon and legends, it brings us right back to superstar Billy Graham. Now, so Billy Graham, really and truly, guys, for everybody that's listening, Billy Graham really is the father of slick talk on the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A lot of people career has been modeled, from this man. I mean, from mainly Hulk Hogan. Okay.
Yes.
The look, the talk, everything about him. But you also could say Dusty Rhodes as well, and a little bit of the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Now, superstar Billy Graham entered into the wrestling business in the 1970s. Now, a lot of people, like in our age groups, remember Billy Graham in the 80s, right? Like we not, and I feel we got cheated out of the real Billy Graham. I really feel we did, because
he
by
was
the time
a Billy Graham of yesteryear, right? Kinda. He was a Billy
exactly,
Graham of
because
yeah.
he wasn't who he was, right?
Right.
And an amazing star in his own right. I mean, he's the former WWF World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, he defeated Bruno Sammartino. He lost the belt to Bob Backlund. But in his run, he actually got very close to selling out the Garden as much times as Bruno did, even though Bruno was the champion for 8 years. So, Superstar Billy Graham was a father of, of that slick talk, too sweet to be beat, man of the hour, man of the power, too sweet to be beat, too sweet to be sour, so I did a little video watching of Billy Graham in the 1970s, and he was on. He was definitely on. You got to give him the props and respect for what he did. Came into business from Arizona, of all places, because I don't really remember any wrestlers from Arizona. So
no, I think it might be some, but I don't know if it's like really familiar.
Not that I could really recall. Now, excuse us for not doing the proper research on that, guys. But at the end of the day, we're just gonna go. Billy was the only one we knew. All right, he comes from the family of the Graham family. For Dr. Jerry Graham and also Eddie Graham, who's really no more in Florida. From the Florida territory.
No. Yeah, were they from Arizona?
They were from Arizona. You know what? They were from Arizona.
I'm sorry.
So now we know who else is from Arizona. Touche. They were from Arizona. Moved to Florida. Okay. But Billy worked for Vince McMahon Sr. Here's the interesting thing about that whole time. So Billy Graham knew when he was going to lose the title. He actually knew when, like, they told him the date of when he was going to lose the WWF World Heavyweight Championship title to Bob Backlund. Now, here's where the controversy comes in. Should have Billy Graham lost the title, right? Because Bob Backlund was a different type of person. He was supposed to be the American Dream. No offense to Dusty, and Billy was a badass. He was a heel of heels, and you love to see him lose. And I don't think he ever fully recovered after losing the championship, right? Even when you watch the DVD, and I actually read Billy Graham's book many years ago, I think that he took it very hard after his career. His career did not end, but after he lost the title belt in 1979. So Billy disappeared for like a good while, like for like 3 years. Yeah, he didn't come back to like the early 1980s, like 1982, 1983. And then he came back as Karate Billy Graham. Right. And when he came back as that, he was a shell of himself, though he was still ripped and stuff like that because he had an amazing physique, but he came back as a shell of himself at that point. Then he didn't go back to the WWF at the time because it changed over because Vince bought the company from his father. So then he went to the WCW, which would be NWA, and he started doing this karate thing. And a lot of people didn't believe this was the real Billy Graham. Like they thought this was, because the word on the street from late 1979 all the way to 1982, Billy Graham was dead. That was the word on the street. So, when he returned, people did not believe that was the real Billy Graham. Then when Billy Graham
did he not talk about in his book about his love for sort of like martial arts and like when he went away? I don't know if it was kayfabe. That's what I wasn't sure because I was really young.
He definitely had a love for it. I mean, 2 things Billy Graham loved. 3 things, his physique, God, because he was a preacher, because he took his name from the real Billy Graham. And number 3 was karate. That was one thing that he was definitely into. But the issue with Billy is that Billy would not want to do business, right? Billy, unfortunately had his own way. He would be the CM Punk of the time. He wanted
Ah.
everything his way. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, a lot of promoters could not really deal with that. They just, and the NWA ended up firing, Superstar Billy Graham. So Superstar Billy Graham now gets a job back at the WWE. Now, if you remember when he went back to WWE, he was commentating, and he was managing Don Morocco. I'm not,
Right.
maybe not Don Morocco. I think it was, maybe it
Was
was.
it Don Morocco?
I was remember.
Not the Iron Sheik. Yeah, Don
It was
Morocco.
probably Don Morocco because in my mind I was thinking Pedro Morales, but that wouldn't make sense. So it was I think it was managing Don Morocco. Here's the thing: he came back at that time, but there was nothing really to do with superstar Billy Graham, right? Because
Right.
Billy, again, was not who he was. He was a shell of himself at the time. However, he was
He
one
was
of the
kind
first
of
people. Go ahead.
he was kind of like how Iron Sheik was to Sergeant Slaughter once Sergeant Slaughter turned heel, right? Like it was sort of like
Yes,
he
yes,
wasn't, when he was General Adnan or whatever his name was at the time. It wasn't the Iron Sheik that we knew that took our bar
right.
backland, basically. Okay.
And the thing is that you know these people, again, they're legends. So we and he's gone. However, to Vince McMahon's credit, and I know for me it's shocking to hear that. To Vince McMahon's credit, he actually used to pay Billy even when Billy wasn't working.
Mm.
So he did that for years, like for
So it's really
absolute
the CM
years.
Punk for real.
Yes, absolutely. For
Yeah.
years he was getting paid even though he wasn't working. And Billy, because unfortunately, because he wasn't a happy guy, he resorted to drugs a good portion of his life during the 1980s. And he would fall out, come back into love, fall out, come back into love, fall out, come back into love with the WWE. But
Mm.
Vince did everything that he could to keep supporting this man, because this man, for years has been plagued with different sicknesses and ailments. And, um, he unfortunately, this last one, he succumbed to, his sickness. But, if that still doesn't take away the legend of superstar Billy Graham, who again, was like Triple H said when he inducted him into the Hall of Fame, was like 10 years ahead of his time.
His time,
If,
right.
if Billy Graham actually started in the 1980s, we would be talking about Billy Graham today as we would talk about a Stone Cold Steve Austin, a Rock, things like that, because he is a legend. He is a trailblazer. You can't take anything away from him. I also forgot Jesse Ventura also
Hmm.
got the look from him as well, and like I said, he in his own right, he did everything he could do to put himself over, and he did a great job of it, and like I said, taking the belt off of Bruno, also, headlining the Garden. He also was one of the first people to do the crossover matches, right? So he actually wrestled NWA people, in Florida for the but it went to a Broadway. So I mean, but he was one of the first wrestlers to actually go from the Northeast down to Florida and wrestle for
Mm.
title, but it always ended in the Broadway because no one
Mm.
wanted their
Okay.
champion to lose. Um, so yeah, so I mean, there's just so much more on superstar Billy Graham. I would say, guys, anybody that's listening, the thing is that you got to understand that he is the father of slick talk. He's had an incredible physique.
Mm.
Also, his body of work is during his run. Okay, we're not going to talk about the 1980s. We're just going to talk about the
Right.
1970s. During his
Hmm.
run, amazing wrestler, amazing character. I mean, like I said, Dusty Rhodes, Jesse Ventura, Hulk Hogan, Nature Boy Ric Flair, so on and so forth, all took piece of his character and developed it into their own. And you got to give him the respect for that. And for a man that was a preacher that went into this, I mean, he
Hmm.
went from slick talking on the Bible to now, doing it at the high level in professional wrestling. So, an amazing guy, superstar Billy Graham. Rest in peace to him.
Yeah, rest in peace to him. I mean, maybe that charismatic, the charisma that you need in order to be a preacher, maybe helped him be on the mic skill. He was maybe the original Muhammad Ali of slick talk and wrestling. Maybe we don't. I don't know. I wasn't
He
there.
was.
I don't think you were.
He
Yeah, so shouts
you
out
know,
to him.
he absolutely was. You know, I mean, honest to God, like superstar Billy Graham was definitely a person that is very slept on in this day and age, right? Because not a lot of people discuss him for all the stuff he's done and contributed to really, kickstart a lot of careers, right? Because that he created the legendary promo work, right? That promo work that we
Right,
look forward
right,
to this day. You know, he's the first person to do it and make it cool. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Make it cool.
Also, every time you see a boa in
Yes,
professional wrestling and sports entertainment,
yes.
that's superstar Billy Graham. So anytime you see a wrestler with a boa in there, Hollywood Hogan and all of that stuff, the superstar Billy Graham. That's all we got
Oh,
on Billy Graham.
absolutely.
All
That's
right.
what we got. I
Well,
mean, there always could be more, but that's what we got for now.
all right. That was a good synopsis of the life and times of superstar Billy Graham. We're gonna move on to Night of Champions. This Night of
Yes.
Champions is the 10th Night of Champions. It is the premium live event coming from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, the Jeddah
Oh
Superdome,
boy.
right? It is the premium live event. It is the time of the year where WWE gets that Arab money.
Mm-hmm.
It's the premium live event where there is not one, but two, but it is marquee that's having three main events. I don't see the three main events, but three main events, right? So we will be seeing the crowning of a new world heavyweight champion. We know weeks ago, Triple H did the unveiling of the title, then ensues announcement about a tournament. We've been seeing some pretty good in-ring competition for the world heavyweight title, and the finalist contestants will be AJ Styles taking on Seth freaking Rollins. Now, first, let me just start off by saying Seth Rollins makes history as he is set to compete in his third match to crown an inaugural championship. He defeated Jinder Mahal, we know that, for the NXT championship. He lost to Finn Balor for the Universal Championship. Maybe it's the third time a charm, but I'm going to toss it over to you, Mash Out. Who do you think will be the new World Heavyweight Champion?
Okay. So this one, I honestly think is going to be Seth freaking Rollins. I don't see it being AJ, only because AJ's on SmackDown now,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't see them holding both titles on SmackDown. I mean, anything is possible, as we saw at WrestleMania, but I
Right.
definitely don't see AJ taking this. Here's the thing. I think that Seth Rollins has deserved it. I think Seth Rollins has jobbed enough for a lot of people over the last few years, and it's time for him to go back into that spotlight. He is a working champion. I mean, he is a working superstar because he works every single week. I mean, it's arguable that he's probably one of the only people that is always on Monday Night Raw, no matter what, except when
Yes.
when they did that kayfabe walkout thing. But frankly, he's always there every single week. I think he deserves it. I think it's going to elevate Monday Night Raw. And I know when we finish this, I do want to talk about not Tony Khan, but Nick Khan stating that if they don't re-sign the Universal deal, Monday Night Raw might move from Mondays. So,
Right.
but he's
And
there
or SmackDown
consistently.
moving from Friday too, as well.
Yes, yes,
Hmm.
and he's consistently working. So I'm definitely gonna go with Seth freaking Rollins.
You know
Random
what's
thought.
funny here is a lot of the blogs are stating that AJ Styles is the favorite. I'm saying people feel like he has a title run, give it to him right now because he doesn't have like a lot of years, I guess, so to speak, ahead of him. Just throw the title on him right now.
Right.
Seth is who I said would win the belt since it was introduced, so I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins. Hopefully, if Sour D's does tag in, if he does join us, we'll get his predictions as well. So we'll also be crowning another champion, which will be our predictions champion to see who gets the most predictions right. I'm making notes right now. You got Seth Rollins, I got Seth Rollins. Let's move on to what I guess, especially based on the buildup, is one of the second main events at Night of Champions is Cody Rhodes versus the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Mash out. Who do you have for this?
I'm gonna go with Brock on this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. And the reason why I'm gonna go on Brock on this one is the last match. Cody won, even though it was kind of a little dicey in how he won, because I see that Cody taking the big win at SummerSlam.
Right.
So I
right.
think that he's going to lose this. I'm breaking the fourth wall. I think he's going to lose this weekend, and I think that it's going to be Brock that's going to take the win. Plus, you can't keep having Brock lose that or Brock looking weak. You got to use him in the right manner, and I think that in this manner he'll actually come out looking pretty good. And if I'm not mistaken, has Brock ever lost at Night of Champions? I don't really know.
I don't think he's. If he first of all, if he wrestled that Night of Champions, I do believe he probably was one of the champions, and I don't think he's ever really lost it at Night of Champions. I haven't done that research, but to piggyback off of what you went, first of all, I want to say these are two top stars in the WWE creating a rivalry. I didn't know that we needed. I kind of in the beginning was like, what the hell? Where they going with this? But I kind of do love the build up to this match with Cody being injured. I do think that this can draw the rivalry out, quote unquote, injured or whatever it is, can draw the rivalry out maybe until SummerSlam, as you said, and seeing Cody getting a big win at SummerSlam. Right. I do think that Brock Lesnar will take this match as well to answer the question. And a lot of people have been saying, oh my God, with this Brock Lesnar story, it's creating a different story for Cody Rhodes. And I don't think that it's creating a different story. I think this is us getting deeper into the book of Cody Rhodes. So I'm gonna go with Brock Lesnar is gonna take this match too. All right, let's move on to the Intercontinental Championship match with the Ring General Gunther taking on Mustafa Ali. Now, normally this is Sour Diesel's guy, right? So he would be here. I think he has expressed in our conversations, we'll let him definitely verify that this is Mustafa Ali's push we've all been waiting for. I think that's been in our conversations. Mash
they
out
what is on Monday night from Brock Lesnar.
Go ahead. What do you think?
I mean, Ray Charles could see that he's not losing the belt. Gunther's not losing the belt. I mean, you don't have a historical reign come to an end to Mustafa Ali. That's just what it makes sense. He hasn't been built big enough for that to happen. And honestly, you don't want that heat on Mustafa Ali because even though Gunther's a heel, he's also like a person that people
he's hot right now. Right,
he's hot right now. So you can't give that spot to Mustafa Ali. You would have to give that to somebody that is over as well. Mustafa, I understand it because this is the WWE, in their real racist form. So they're in Saudi Arabia, we're going to put the Arab in the match. I get it completely. Okay, I get it. All right. However, this is not Mustafa Ali's time. I respect what they do. I know it's going to be a hell of a match because Mustafa Ali, as much as I'm not a fan of his, can wrestle. So at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a great match, but I don't think he's going to win this one.
Once again, this must be, we got on blue, we real coordinated right now. I'm going to have to agree because Gunther is really hot, let's say that, and to continue to now push him as what is supposed to be the top over at Monday Night Raw with Imperium, then you would have to have him get some sort of like heat, right? And the way to get him heat, because at first I was like, well, aren't they booking Mustafa as a heel? So why is it kind of like two heels? Even how he won the Battle Royal to be the contender was kind of like because of Ricochet. And so it's like, isn't he supposed to be a heel? Why are they not less they're trying to turn Gunther face, which I think is absolutely too soon. If that is the case, and I do agree with you that this was a panda win. This was what I like to call a panda win. They pander into the Saudi Arabia crowd. Mansoor might be a part of that release that's been rumored that's going to happen in July. So we got to go with Mustafa. I don't think people really feeling Jinder or what's his crew name?
Oh,
Vaughn,
I don't.
Van, all of
I
them,
don't know.
those guys.
Yeah.
They got called
Those
up to
guys.
Raw, right?
Yeah.
But what would be good is if they come out to help Mustafa Ali and they
Right.
start to form a full on faction. That would be good. But I'm gonna have to agree with you. This is definitely going on the Guta. Um, what was funny to me when I looked at the card for Night of Champions was for a place where a lot of history for women's wrestling have been made in Saudi Arabia. We got
Mm-hmm.
like three women matches on the card, right?
Okay. Yep. Yep.
And I'm gonna start off with the Raw Women's Championship match with the EST Bianca Belair taking on Asuka. Match
We
out.
can't keep seeing this match. We cannot.
Hmm.
We can't keep seeing this match. You know what
Isn't
I
this
mean?
only
Like,
like the second match?
I thought this is like the 14th. Like, I don't
Oh,
even know. Um. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Haven't they did the switch of the titles yet?
they have not done that.
Okay. Because I don't see Oscar taking this win. I don't see Oscar taking the win. I really don't. Because I think this is going to be a feud that's going to last through the summer, and
Hmm.
maybe at SummerSlam, she might lose the title at SummerSlam, but I don't see uh Bianca Belair losing. I don't see the benefit of her losing because
Right.
she's still selling a ton of merch. She's still one of
The
the
face.
biggest people, biggest stars to be a part of the not the Be a Star and also the Make a Wish Foundation and stuff like that. So I don't see the benefit of taking the belt off of her just yet. Now, SummerSlam, maybe, okay, because she'll have the belt over a year, and and it's a possibility that they might do it then. But I definitely don't see it coming up this weekend at Night of Champions. Brandon thought.
Well, first of all, it's like I do believe Asuka and both Bianca were drafted to SmackDown, so I don't think it even makes sense even for Asuka to win. Not unless if Asuka was drafted to Raw, I could see y'all trying to maybe take the title off of her, take it off of her at a place where it's Saudi Arabia. But I don't think that's going to happen. My pick is going to be Bianca Belair. She's reaching a milestone as the longest reigning women's champion of the modern day era. I've also been
Mm,
hearing rumblings of her and the Street Profits maybe actually joining forces on TV, on screen, and maybe even having them turn heel. So I don't know if this is the catalyst to that story, but I'm going to agree with you because she has bad luck at SummerSlam. When she lost the
right,
title before to Becky Lynch, it was SummerSlam. So I'm gonna have to agree with you. I'm gonna go with Bianca Belair, and I think they'll exchange the titles, go through, do whatever it is they're gonna do, and then
right.
maybe she'll drop the title. Moving on to the singles match for the SmackDown Women's Championship, we have Rhea Bloody Ripley taking on your favorite female wrestler of all time, Mash Out. This is just for you, and I know you're rooting for her. She is the daughter of WWE Hall of Famer. I think
I
he's in the
can't
Hall of
take
Fame,
it.
right?
Yeah, he's in the Hall
Jim
of Fame.
D'Anville Neidhart, one half of the Hart Foundation, one of the greatest tag teams ever, women's champion, Divas champion, Natalia. Match out. Who you got in this match? I know
Mm.
you can't wait for this one.
Listen, let me tell you something. Look, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, I don't know why they keep giving this man runs again. I really don't know. There's so
Didn't he
many
die?
people on the roster. Yes, there's so many people on this roster. Then putting Natalia there. Natalia is what we're gonna call big little truck. Like I just don't understand what is the purpose of putting this woman in there. Okay, it's gonna be Rhea Ripley. First of all, maybe because they got to give Natalia a blind because she was the first woman to wrestle in Saudi Arabia. So maybe they're like, you know
Hmm.
what,
They're
let's give her a
familiar with
blind.
her.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
I'm not for this match at all. First of all, she's gonna Rhea Buddy Ripley is gonna hurt Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Okay, she's gonna hurt him really bad. Okay, because she's gonna have another two busted. All type of stuff is gonna happen in this match here, and I really don't think. I think there's so many other people on the roster that they could have went up against. Like, and you know, this is going to go to the bathroom match. Matter of fact, I don't even think it's gonna last that long because Rhea Ripley is gonna rip through her like a hot knife through butter, and that's exactly what's gonna happen at Night of Champions. Brandon thought.
Okay, I'm definitely going with Rhea Bloody Ripley. She's very hot right now, like that hot butter hot knife that's going through butter. I do think in order for her to fully establish dominance, you have to go through Natalia. I think that is sort of like a badge of honor. It's a crossroad that you have to, no pun intended, Dakota, that you have to go through to establish yourself as a dominant woman. So I'm gonna have to go with Rhea Ripley, and we'll once again get Sour D's take back down the line. Now we're gonna move on to, I think this is also being billed as one of the main events. I'm not sure. Becky Lynch taking on WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. I'm just gonna start off with you.
I was gonna say this has got to be your favorite match. You hate this woman. You cannot stand some Trish Stratus.
Well, so I'm starting off.
Yeah, I want to hear your take on it because you despise Trish Stratus.
So normally I call her Trash Stratus. However, on this new road that I've been on, I can admit to something. This version of Trish Stratus, with her being the GOAT, there wouldn't be no women's revolution. I have been digging her promos for the first time ever in Trish Stratus' career. I don't know what it is about these Canadians when they go away and they come back. Maybe they've had some time to live life. They're grateful to be in the spotlight, just like Edge did, just like Trish Stratus did. I'm digging it. With this match, I thought it would be something at SummerSlam because didn't I call this like last season or something?
You did.
I was like,
you definitely did. You definitely called
it's going to be Trish and Becky.
Going to happen.
I thought it would be SummerSlam, and maybe it's still not too late. I think for them to be at Saudi Arabia and to have a name like Hall of Famer Trish Stratus, they have to fill up the Superdome, even though sometimes these events are not sold out. They'll say they're sold out, but they won't be sold out. To have just, her name on the poster, for her being a Hall of Famer, the WWE network is, I think, still over there in Saudi Arabia.
Yes,
so
it is.
They're able to go and look at those kind of matches. So I think it was smart to actually book this match. But who I think will win, I'm going to have to go with Becky Lynch. I actually wanted to make a note that I think Becky Lynch is going to retire or take some time off soon. It's not a rumor. I just feel it in her. I don't feel like she's been moving the same. I don't know if her fire is not the same. But for this match, I'm going to go with Becky Lynch.
Okay. I know I got to come with a definitive answer on this one, but I'm going to be honest. I really don't know. I really don't know on this one because I'm thinking that Lita's going to come back and screw Becky Lynch. I really feel that's going to happen, and then it's going to be SummerSlam big match at SummerSlam. That's where my mind has been leaning to. However, I want Becky Lynch to win, and I'm going to explain why. I want Becky Lynch to win only for the simple fact that, I feel that I don't want her to lose to Trish Stratus. I love Trish Stratus, but I don't want her to lose to Trish Stratus. So I would rather Becky Lynch take the win. So I'm going to go with the prediction of Becky Lynch. But I'm going to put an asterisk on this one because I really feel Lita is going to come back in some way in this match. That's what I truly feel is going to happen. And I think she's going to come back for Trish Stratus.
All right, so this is a DraftKings prediction. You got an asterisk. Last and certainly but not least, the storyline that has kind of transcended and went through both shows, both Raw and SmackDown, the Undisputed Tag Team Championship match where we have the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, taking on the team of Solo Sikoa and our very own Tribal Chief, the current WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Mash out.
I'm gonna go with Sammy and Kevin Owens because
Okay.
I don't see the benefit of Roman getting the tag titles. Because if the tag titles had been split, right, where we have a Raw tag title and a SmackDown tag title, then I would say it would be Roman and Solo Sikoa.
Okay.
But I think that since Roman has lost in tag matches, before, this won't be a big loss to him. However, I don't see them taking those belts, because if they do, now how do you get the tag titles off, right? And I think that it's going to be the Usos screw Roman and Solo Sikoa to have Sammy and Kevin Owens continue win and continue to keep that title. Random thought.
I mean, we have Roman making a history, making 1,000 days as WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. You have the first time Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens coming over to Saudi Arabia, right? You have the plot thickens with the excommunicado-esque attitude that Roman has with the Usos. Then you have the look that Solo gave Roman when Roman made a mistake. But you have all these components mixed up and piled up, and I absolutely 200% agree with you that it will be possibly the Usos costing Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa the belts. But I also can see them actually winning, and you saying there's no purpose, and it be the Usos who will get the belts off of Roman Reigns and them. But I don't really see them doing that, because they have really been kind of like building up tag teams, and you kind of see tag teams in the wait to be getting a shot for the tag team titles. Yeah, for the championships, for the straps. So I think, I'm going to go with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, although I don't see where they'll be losing either without it being some sort of turn or some sort of, you know what I mean? So this is another story that I think it just keeps on spinning. So that is all that I have for Night of Champions. We gave our predictions.
Yes.
We will still see if Sour Diesel will join us and get his predictions. We also want to get you guys' predictions. Those of you that listen in, feel free to comment, right? Who you think will win what. Don't forget that on Monday, before Monday, let me go to Sunday, that NXT Battleground will be taking place. This is the first time in a long time that WWE pay-per-view and competition company is having a premium live event and a pay-per-view the same exact night. I think the last time was in 1989 or something like that. When WrestleMania 5 went against Clash of the Champions or something.
Oh, like Clash of the Champions, yeah.
Yeah, Clash of the Champions or something like that. So this is the first time this is happening. NXT Battleground is going down. We did want Sour Diesel, since he's so passionate about NXT, to cover that, but we're going to move on to AEW's Double or Nothing, or you take it over, Nash.
All right. Okay. So, AEW Double or Nothing is going to be this Sunday. Listen, this card is going to find it very, I find it very interesting, and I want to get through a lot of stuff. I just want to say one thing first. So, first of all, congratulations to Willow Nightingale. For winning the New Japan Pro Wrestling Female Championship against Mercedes Moné. Yes. Even though I feel if Mercedes Moné had not get injured during the match, she would have went over. And while we're in the midst of continuing applauding, let's continue applauding Tony Khan for dropping the ball on Dynamite for only giving the 30 seconds in the back. Okay. So I watched Dynamite.
Can I go back to Willow Nightingale and
yes,
Monet Tejada? I feel like with Willow Nightingale, this is a great opportunity, and this is also a setup for Sasha Banks to transition and come over to AEW in time for them to go to to London. But go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. He gave her 30 seconds. 30 freaking seconds. And this was the time for Tony Khan to shine. A lot of people think Tony Khan does not take the women's division very seriously. Okay, so you had two African American females going up against each other at New Japan. You do the whole Forbidden Door stuff and whatever, so you do crossovers. She may not be the AEW Women's Champion, but she's the New Japan Women's Champion, and Tony Khan is a mark for New Japan. So the fact that he did not even give that really any time made no sense whatsoever. 30 friggin' seconds? That was stupid. It was in 30 seconds, and we had to sit through the god awful Chris Jericho and Adam Cole contract signing. Come on now, let's be real. Or
I could do you one even better. We had to sit through the FTR segment. Those guys are amazing in the ring. They do wonderful matches, but when it comes to that mic and the back and forth with, thank God for Jay Briscoe, if you ask me, when it comes to even that segment, because he's the only one who has the actual charisma, or if they would have used Jay Lethal.
True.
But nonetheless, I really think, and this is just an assumption, my opinion, I really think it ties into the whole Willow Nightingale not being the exceptional what Tony Khan sees as an AEW women's contender, although this is supposed to be the alternative. Like you have Sky Blues, you have Red Velvet. What's the new Emma Frost lady that they have from Ring of Honor? Lady Frost. Lady Frost. Lady Frost. Like, those people would get more time if they win. Look how he was with Jamie Hayter. Her reign has kind of been shadowed by Paige and them coming in before that with Britt Baker. So maybe
first of all, I think Britt Baker is the actual champion, because I don't know what the hell's going on here. Okay. I literally think Britt Baker is the actual champion.
They're trying to have Jamie Hayter have a long reign so that it seems like once she's had the belt, she's had the belt, because the strap probably won't go back on her again.
I don't see I don't even see her really as the champion, because Britt Baker is what everybody's looking at, which kind of defeats the purpose. See, I just want to say one thing before we go into the card. I know a lot of the times, not a lot of the times, but when AEW first came around, we were very excited about an alternative to the WWE because everyone was sick of the WWE at the time. But just only the marks respects a lot of Tony Khan's bookings, because the fact that you're booking Dr. Britt Baker to walk down with JD Hayter every time like she's a manager, that doesn't make sense. She's an active wrestler. Why are you putting this woman with Jamie Hayter? What's going to end up happening is you're dimming the light of Jamie Hayter. Okay? People like this. People like Dr. Britt Baker. Why are you, this is your world champion. Let her come out on her own. Build up her mic skill. Okay? She's your female world champion. That's all I got to say about that.
She's a Lex Luger. Jamie Hayter's a Lex Luger, but I was going to get to that when we got to that part of the card. I just wanted to shout out the announcement for the first AEW Saturday Night Collision will take place Saturday, June 17th from the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. Now, riddle me this. First of all, does the graphics for the Collision not look like the old WCW Saturday Night? I think that's what they're going for. I think but it's going to be 2 hours. So I don't know. Main event, I think, used to go from 6:05 to 7:05. I'm not sure. It was only an hour. I don't know if it was 2 hours.
I think it was an hour.
Yeah. So it kind of looks like that. But Red, riddle me this. I'm pretty sure you heard the CM Punk chants when they did make the announcement that it will be in Chicago I've been hearing rumors that Tony Khan has been sunning. Oh, for those of you that's not from New York and listening, sunning means he's herbing him, which means forcing him to now have to come and work out the rest of his contract, which is something that our very own Mashout King has been saying last season.
But it makes sense. I mean, but now they're saying that Ace Steel, is not going to be able to, Ace Steel is not going to that's not a part of the deal, even though when CM Punk renegotiated, negotiated doing Collision with Tony Khan, Ace Steel was a part of the deal. So how are you going to sit there and and backtrack and say we're not going, Ace Steel can't be a part of it? And the thing about it is, here's the kicker: they rehired Ace Steel.
I know. I heard.
This is my confusion. You rehired Ace Steel. So why in God's name are you not using him? Everybody has their own person they want to be with. Stone Cold, usually say he needs Pat Patterson to help make his matches. Shawn Michaels used Blackjack Lanza. You need somebody there to say, okay, help me out. How you think I should go with this match or whatever? Especially if you don't get along with your coworkers that well, you have that person in your back, and you can't be mad. You can't be mad at Ace Steel for his reaction in the situation. That's his man. That's his best friend.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Ace Steel's wife was in the locker room with their dog. Okay. So when CM Punk was supposed to be getting thrashed by the EVPs and it backfired, Ace Steel came in the room and pulled them off of him. But then he got into his own scrap. So at the end of the day, if you're going to fire Ace Steel, fire everybody, right? Because at the end of the day, everybody was in the room fighting. You can't be mad at this man. Plus, you hired him back. I don't know, Tony. I really don't know, man. I don't think this is a good idea. I think give CM Punk what he wants at this point, because here's the thing: you cannot WCW the situation. You cannot have the main eventer sit at home. It doesn't make sense, because CM Punk, for all intent purposes, is your top guy. That is your top guy. Okay,
you're gonna need him when MJF leaves.
Let me tell you something. You're gonna need him after this raggedy ass pay-per-view. That's what you're gonna need him. Random Thought.
This is the fifth annual Double or Nothing, right?
Well, yes, it's the fifth one. Brandon Thought is always getting me to tear these people down. He loved this. Okay, I tried not to. I used to be a big fan of these people. But like I was saying,
that turnabout is foul play. You just try to make make your point.
I'm trying. Like, I want Tony to listen, man. Come on now, Tone. You listen. All right. Don't do this. Do not. You need. First of all, you already picked a real funny night to do professional wrestling in this day and age. Saturday nights. That's going to be a very hard thing to do. All right. This is not the 1980s where we didn't have that much entertainment and life and nightlife as you know, like we do now. Okay. So this is going to be a hard move, and you got to come out this friggin' gate swinging, Tony Khan. You got to come out this gate swinging, because you had the balls to put on a Saturday night television program. That is going to be definitely not an easy mark. And at 8 o'clock, okay, you didn't even say 6 to 8. You said 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on a Saturday night. So I hope you know what you're doing, and I hope you use CM Punk in the right way.
I hope so as well, and I hope this is not when Bret Hart came over for Thunder. Also, AEW did record-breaking numbers at the O2 in London, where they'll be for I think that's the next pay-per-view after this one, correct?
Yes.
Right. So they sold a lot of tickets, and it was a big not an uproar, but the people out there in the wrestling world were like, oh, they sold a lot of tickets. What you want to say about that? Blah, 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 blah. And what I would like to say to that is, one, they've never been there before. So can
I can just give you, I'm sorry, B. Can I tell you why that happened?
Mm-hmm.
They cut the O2 in half. They're not using the entire O2. Tony Khan already admitted to that. They're not using the entire arena. Come on, stupid people. Okay.
Not to mention, they never been there before. Not to
Yes.
mention, it's gonna be around after. I think WWE is gonna be there first, so they're going for after WWE because I think WWE is going there for Money in the Bank. WWE is after WWE is gonna be there. Also, then I say they never been there. Yeah, they never been there before, so it's not like they got two nights. It's not like
they cutting the arena in half. They
cut the pizza pie in half.
Yes, they're cutting it. They have to do that because they, unfortunately, they're not at that point where they can pack it out. So they're cutting the O2 in half. That was at the media scrum. Everything they're sectioning off. So and by the way, tickets for Collision is not flying through. Okay, so let's put that one out there already. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why they kind of made the announcement of the city being Chicago. We heard the CM Punk chants. He tried to go cut the commercial break real quick once they did that. What else? But yeah, we can get into the card for Double or Nothing.
Yes. All right. So let's go to let's start off with AEW old favorite, a battle royal. Okay, I mean, what would it be an AEW pay-per-view without a battle royal? So we got the Black Battle Royal for the International Championship. I don't even know who's in this match, so I ain't gonna hold you. I have no idea who's in this match. I know that the current international champion is Freshly Squeezed, but I have no idea who's actually in this match. They haven't announced the people that's actually going to be in the match thus far, so we will see on on this Sunday who's going to be in the Blackjack Battle Royal. However, I think Freshly Squeezed is going to win. I don't think Tony Khan wants to take the belt off of him. I think he's definitely going to. I think he's definitely going to stay with this title. I don't think he's going anywhere with it. I don't think the title's leaving him at any point Sunday night, and I think he is going to walk out the international champion. Brandon, thought?
I've been watching a lot of what I've enjoyed more than Dynamite is the Access, the show that comes on, the Total Divas show that comes on after Dynamite. And I've started to notice how the machine works over there at AEW. And
break it down, brother.
I'm not going to break down how the machine works. I'm going to say what I see, and what I see is Orange Cassidy is one of the people that they totally do believe in over there. He's not one of the people that's really featured on the show. You kind of see that their stars that they believe in have a future is not really featured. The show is kind of centered around their up and coming, their workhorse people who have been on different shows a little bit more and more, the EVPs, of course. I think why they didn't announce the competitors for this match is because they want that Sunday night buzz, that tweet, that social media moment for whoever might be the surprise. And if they are smart, you're building up toward this pay-per-view in London. You want to get somebody big. You know what I mean? So I'm going to have to go with Orange Cassidy because he's the only one I know that's in the match. And I agree with you that they're not going to take the strap off of him simply because it would only be right that he would have to be kind of next in line to go for the AEW title once he loses this. You can't have him teaming back up with people and trying to go for the trios title. You understand what I'm saying? Again,
I agree.
He would have to go for the heavyweight title. So I'm going to go with Orange Cassidy.
All right. So next on the card, we're going to go with Wardlow versus Grandpa Cage. And, random thought.
I'm so excited to pay all my money on Bleacher Report to get this pay-per-view so that I can tune in on my TV in the comfort of my own home for Christian fucking Cage with the Abyss and Kane's love child, Luchasaurus, in this corner with good old senile arm in the corner of Wardlow. I'm going with Wardlow. I ain't even got nothing. I don't even know where they came from. With I would have rather seen the Abyss and Kane's love child Luchasaurus take on Wardlow for the belt.
I thought that would have made more sense. I literally thought that would have made more sense. It's just so stupid. This match is so stupid. I really, first of all, Arn Anderson looks absolutely terrible. He looks absolutely terrible. I just, and then
are we here?
Like,
are we filming?
And then he's going from beefing with Wardlow to not beefing with Wardlow. I don't. I just want this feud to be over. I hope this is.
No. They thought we would be so intrigued because it's not just a match for the TNT Championship. It's a ladder match. And Christian Cage is an innovator because he's part of the TLC legacy. So we have to really be excited for the moment that Luchasaurus helps Christian Cage climbs up the ladder and get the belt.
I mean, the man's like 72. I'm more concerned that Christian's going to hurt himself, much less being able to finish this match off.
I mean, Edge did it.
He did. He did do it. He definitely did it. He definitely did. I'm going to go with Wardlow on this one. Next on the card is FTR versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. I'm so sick of this feud too. This is a stupid feud. I really want this feud to be over. I just don't find it entertaining. This is for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. I just want this feud to be over. Okay, it is so boring. I don't know. I lose my attention span. My ADD kicks in. I just can't watch these people and what have you. It feels like every week, somebody's getting hit with the guitar and getting slammed into the railing. That seems to be like the regular thing. Like FTR comes out. Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett comes out, hit somebody with the guitar. They get down. Same thing every single week. It's like vice versa. Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal comes out, FTR runs out, they run out. They still get hit with the guitar. I don't even know what the hell's going on at this point. Random thought. I'm going to go with FTR, by the way.
The AEW fiscal year must be over, and they had some extra money to just be spending, and they're not spending it on their pyro. However, they are just paying, old wrestling legends, the people you would go to, the legends of wrestling at a wrestling convention to get their autograph and talk about wrestling of yesteryear, because he's bringing in, you got Arn Anderson in here, you got now Sabu, which we'll get to when we talk about Jericho, and they're just cutting checks for these people to come in to look like just left and right. So I don't know what's going on here. I was very disappointed in the mic skills of my team, who I love, FTR, top guys out on Wednesday's Dynamite with this match. I'm gonna go with FTR, but if Jarrett and Lethal wins, I guess it's a way to get FTR in the way which we like them, which is them chasing and going for the titles.
Okay, that would make sense too. That would make sense as well. All right, next on the card. We were just talking about her earlier. Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm for AEW Women's Championship match. Brandon thought.
Again, Jamie Hayter, definitely good wrestler. She's definitely changed immensely as an in-ring competitor. Right girl, right image, even right promotion, absolute wrong time and wrong booking. But I am going to go with Jamie Hayter only because I feel like if Tony Storm was to get the championship, that it will already begin to start a rift within the female NWO group. I forgot the name. The Outcasters,
The Outcast.
the Outlanders. Yeah, them. And I feel like it will create, start creating dissension because one person has the top title, or they can put it on Tony Storm, and the members of this group will shield the title, and Tony Storm will have the title. She'll be what, the second or third woman to have won the women's championship the second time. But I'm gonna go with Jamie Hayter.
Has Tony Storm gained weight to you?
Yeah, but it could be she's built trying to get muscle, or she's always been a little thick. Aussie, isn't she
Yeah,
from? Yeah, yeah. She's always been a little, little thick
yeah,
for a white girl. She a little chicken cutlet.
yeah. I was saying I was looking at her the other day. I said, "Oh wow, Tony put on some weight." I'm gonna go with Tony Storm on this one. I don't see Jamie Hayter taking this one out. I really don't.
Okay.
I don't, unless Dr. Britt Baker gets involved in this match to help Jamie Hayter win. I see that Tony Storm is going to be the two-time AEW World Heavyweight Championship for the women. I don't see Jamie pulling this one out.
I think I'm gonna actually switch mine to Tony Storm too, only because the way the take home show for AEW went, where it looked like they were really building up that she can possibly. This is the Outlanders takeover for real. I guess it will solidify their takeover, solidify their argument. So I'm gonna have to switch mine to Tony Storm too.
Yeah, I think this is Tony's night. All right. Next on the card, we're gonna get to your favorite group, the Blackpool Combat Club versus the Elite.
First of all,
yes,
it is two fucking groups that I cannot fucking stand. The Bloody Nuts crew, the Bloody Nuts crew versus the fucking Oodles and Noodles nigga and the New Bucks.
Yeah, listen,
the one guy that no one else can stand in the back that I actually like, Hangman Adam Page is in this match. And the way he was dressed, to me, with the one eye patch, it looks like he's double crossed the Elite and Kenny Omega.
You think so?
The Bloody Nuts crew.
So you're gonna go with them, the Blackpool Combat Club,
yeah,
or the Elite? I'm
gonna go with the Bloody. I'm gonna go with the Bloody Nuts crew.
I'm gonna ride.
I hate to admit it, but I just feel like the run that they're on, they've been coming in and beating up everybody. I too think that Omega is on his way to WWE soon, so I'm gonna have to definitely go with the Bloody Nuts niggas.
All right. All right. So the next on the card, it looks like Big Daddy Cool might be joining us.
Oh, we got Sour D's in the building.
All right, so we get into the Chris Jericho versus Adam Cole unsanctioned match.
Hold on, let me get to the Bloody Nuts crew. Right? You picked them too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So who do I think is gonna win? First of all, the build up for this has been crazy. The whole build up just for Sabu to come out once again. Tony Khan cutting income tax checks for the old legends. It only makes sense for Adam Cole to be returning for him to win. If he doesn't win, what has all of this been for? But then again, stranger things have happened. So I'm gonna go with Adam Cole.
Okay, I'm riding with Adam Cole too, because At this point, I don't see the benefit of Jericho winning, like, at all. All right. So next on the card is the main event. We're gonna go with, it's gonna be the four pillars of AEW: MJF versus Darby Allin versus Jungle Boy versus Sammy Guevara for the AEW Championship. Random thought.
I'm going with MJF. There's no long. First of all, I could have sworn it was the AEW Heavyweight Championship, or maybe it's just the AEW Championship. But not near none of them niggas is a heavyweight, but MJF.
Not one.
So it's good storyline with the pillars. It's a great thing going on with the pillars. I like finally they started tipping the ice down a little bit and getting deep with the kind of the storylines. And MJF promo on Wednesday, it wasn't the best promo ever, but it made some points. It kind of showed us to what I was talking about, when if he ever turns face and really says great and good things, how he can still be liked and revered. So I'm going with MJF.
I'm going to go with MJF as well, only for the simple fact that everybody was booked poorly except MJF. Everybody was, nobody there really and truly. One second. Nobody there was booked right. Everybody was booked very poorly, and MJF is the only one that's able to carry this entire storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see anyone over there actually coming in. I don't see anybody actually over there coming in and taking that title off of MJF. That just didn't make any sense. I don't see no one else able to do that. Not Sammy, not Jungle Boy, and not Darby. Even though I do think that, if you had to get the best improved award, would have to go to Darby Allin, because his promo out of all the three has gotten better. Jungle Boy Jack Perry is done. His whole match style he's boring. He's not entertaining. He's not interesting.
Neither the fuck is Darby the fuck Allin.
He's the only one entertaining. Who you believe in? Sammy? Okay, Sammy is not that. Darby's the only one that gives you some type of stuff.
Sammy can get a mouthpiece and get a title and carry the belt. Darby fucking Allin, no. Jungle Boy Jack Perry, no. He looks like the fucking substitute teacher from North Dakota. He's not gonna carry a company.
Yes,
we can now. Yeah. Okay. No.
Oh, you're talking about the pillars?
Yeah, the pillars. We're talking about the 4-way match for the Triple B, the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. We was doing predictions.
Oh, who's gonna win the match? It's gonna be MJF. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be MJF. I mean, who else is gonna be? I can't see the other three with a championship. Not big of a prize as that is. I can't see none of those other three contenders carrying that. So it's going to be MJF. I just think anything that WWE is doing, AEW is going to try to compete with that. So they're going to try to have MJF as the longest reigning champion until the bidding war of 2024. That's my take on it. But
I like that.
Them other three guys, I mean, Darby, like you said, Matt. Who said it earlier? One of you guys just said it. Darby Allin is like kind of the best out of the other two.
Yes, I said that.
He's better than Sammy, and he's better than Jack Perry. Besides, I feel like he's been involved in most things. I feel like he's been involved in most bouts than those other two. then you have Sammy, then you have Jungle Boy. I mean Jack Perry, excuse me. None of them are good on the mic.
Nope. Yeah.
But Darby, he kind of gives you that he's good, but he's not that good. You know what I mean? So just like, because he got that whole emo thing about him, so it's just like it is what it is, and I'm gonna just do whatever because he's gonna get over with his crazy ass stunts that he do in the ring. So
right,
you know. But Darby, I think he'll probably be the better one out of all of them. And I would like to see him as a champion. I'm not gonna lie, because he'll be like the little champion, you know, the little engine that could. He's like the Spike Dudley. Yeah, he's like a Jeff Hardy Spike Dudley all in one. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Are you gonna switch your prediction, or are you staying with?
No, it's MJF. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, it's MJF. I don't see any other reason to go to anyone else. Everybody said it pretty good. I mean, like I said, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, first of all, he's been pushed further than anybody else except MJF in this. And Jungle Boy Jack Perry is just literally very boring. He is it's more fun to watch paint dry than watch him do a promo.
And he talks like Raven.
He does.
And he has Raven.
And he had this stupid face you just want to punch. Like, I just can't stand.
He got a punchable face.
He has a punchable face.
You know, the nigga looked like a substitute teacher in a Mormon school in South fucking Dakota.
It's crazy because, you know, I forgot that Double or Nothing was this week. I really forgot. I remember at some point, like 2 months ago, that they were gonna be this year. I mean, it's gonna have a pay-per-view, but then when I found out that they're like it's mad pay-per-views this weekend, you know, WWE with the Night of Champions, the NXT, and I think the other promotions such as Impact, I think they have a pay-per-view, if I'm not mistaken. And what's another wrestling company? I don't know. But I forgot about Double or Nothing. It's crazy, and it's like I think it's due to all the announcements he's made that kind of like still like kind of stole from the show, and it's like I feel like he should have held off on that. Like wait until afterwards, and you know finish doing your builds. And you know, like I always say, you always have like some nasty build-ups to the show. Then once the show comes, it actually becomes a good show. I'm thinking there's gonna be a ton of surprises that he's gonna have coming out on Sunday.
Mashout was saying that he expected it to be a trashy pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be terrible. I think he's already bypassed. To be honest with you, I think he's already bypassed the pay-per-view and heading straight to Collision. That's where I think we're at this point. I think that this is just we got to get the pay-per-view out of the way.
Because he just signed the with some guys from NJPW the what they call themselves, the Aussie,
the Open,
the Open Aussie, so the Aussie Open, whatever. He just signed them, so it was like, okay, I see what you're doing. Here. And then he did some sneaky shit, like one of the ones, not the one that wrestled the other night for the against Orange Juice Man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The partner of him, his leg is broken. Like he has he had to get in surgery. And what did Tony Khan do? He paid for it. Now, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. If this is like the NBA and shit like that, you're not supposed to do shit like that. Like, you know, like before people come in, you're not supposed to be taking offers and giving people shit, like giving them money and taking care of them. Like, what type of shit is that? Like, well, you are persuading them. He be persuading these wrestlers, these talents to come over by doing little things like, hey, your hand is broken. Let me pay for it. I'll do it. I'll kiss the boo-boo.
That sounds like bribery to me.
That is some shady bribery bullshit. Oh, Tony K, you never get past me.
So we're out. We're done with the pay-per-view card.
Well, you kind of missed. I think the opening match. Which I
Can
think
y'all give me can y'all give me some follow backs? Like what was the matches? Y'all can give me the run.
Yeah. We could give you the run through. I think you started with Wardlow and Christian. Who you got? So I could put it in your prediction. But we forgot two matches anyway.
Wardlow. No, we didn't forget any match. We went over everyone.
You didn't do Taya Valkyrie and Jay Cargill.
That's not on the card.
It's not. I thought they did that on I thought they did that on Wednesday.
No,
when they were showing the matches.
They have like an open battle royal or something too, don't they?
Yeah.
For the international title.
We picked what's his face? Presley Squeeze, because we didn't think anybody else was gonna win it.
No, wait. He has to be in it?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, he's in it. Yeah, he's in it.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a battle royal?
Yeah.
Yeah, for his belt. It's for his belt.
But anyway, I think they're gonna have like some surprise guests in there. Who knows?
So you're gonna go with the surprise guest. Hold on, I'm writing it down. Surprise.
No, I'm just going that it's gonna be a surprise. That's all I'm going for. maybe Andrade come back in it, or what's his Miro, the Redeemer.
You stay with Freshly Squeezed or not?
Who, me?
No. I'm talking about D.
Oh hell no! I ain't picking him. I don't like that, man.
All right, so you gonna go with
I don't like that lesbian.
Mark. All right, Jamie Hayter, Tony Storm. Who you got?
Oh God. Jamie Hayter.
All right,
Jamie. Guess what? I hate her. I hate Tony Storm. She is trash.
FTR versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett.
FTR, come on.
All right. The Elite versus the Blackpool Combat Club.
Oh my gosh. The Elite.
All right. Chris Jericho versus Adam Cole.
Well, Adam Cole's gonna have some surprise guests. Kyle O'Reilly probably come back, and they probably re-sign Bobby Fish. I'm gonna go with Adam Cole.
All right, so that's the entire card.
Damn, they got some short ass matches.
Listen, told you. I think this. I don't mean to cut you, B. I think this is the throwaway pay-per-view now, because now that we're going into Collision for the first Saturday night, and it's announced to be at the United Center, I truly think that this is full speed ahead to Collision. That's what I think we're at this point.
And here's where they be fucking up, right? You got Collision is June 17th, right? And then the next weekend after that is the Forbidden Door. They just be having too much back to back, and it's supposed to be momentum, but it's not, right, because it's like too much. You're giving us too much. And then for your show to come out on a fucking Saturday between 8 and 10, nigga, I'm getting ready to go get drunk.
B, didn't I just talk about this?
You did.
That is the dumbest time slot. They be losing with the dumbest fucking time slots. I mean, I don't like the company. I hope them well and wish they succeed. But I don't.
You and Mashout is singing the same song tonight. Wow, this is the one show we are all in sync. Everyone's on a shade of blue. Everyone agrees the company is making very bad, poor decisions, and that Tony Khan is sniffing coke with Adderall.
He was sniffing something to bring Sabu back. Like, what the fuck was you thinking?
That's what I said.
The man was like this. If I can just reach it, I got it. Like, get the fuck.
Oh, first of all, I didn't realize he was so little. I did not realize that.
Very
he was so little.
He's smaller than Adam Cole. What the fuck? How can you be smaller than Adam Cole?
For the people who are fans of your opinion and might want to agree with you, we want to run through the card of Night of Champions to get your predictions as well, so that we could possibly declare another new champion, a predictions champion, and we also want to get your feedback too. So starting off with for the championship, AJ Styles and Seth Rollins. Also, give your feedback as well on why.
Oh my gosh. Whew. This is so hard. This is really hard for me to choose. This
I
is
can't
so
wait till
hard
we
for
get to
me
the
to choose.
Intercontinental, man.
This is so hard for me to choose. No, like AJ Styles versus Seth freaking Rollins. Oh my gosh. Oh. And I don't want to go with the rumors. Okay, what the rumors are saying. I'm gonna go what's in my heart.
Mhm.
Seth freaking
What I-
Rollins?
No. AJ Styles.
No.
You know what's crazy is the rumors I was seeing was everyone was going for AJ Styles.
I mean, I've seen that too, but first of all, no, I seen Seth Rollins. I seen everybody going for Seth Rollins, but then they talking about he's doing filming with the new Captain America movie, whatever. So then I'm like, well, then that would defeat the purpose of him winning the championship when you just distinctively said we need a champion that's always going to be here and do what they need to do. You know what I mean? That's kind of a conflict of interest, isn't it?
Yeah, but he could film the movie and be done with it and then fly here. And by the time he win the belt, it'll be on Raw. And he be there, do his little shtick, and he's not gonna fight again until probably Money in the Bank. Anyway.
No, I feel like that's going to be a championship. That's going to be Seth Rollins will be the type of champion that we need. Like, you know what? Hell, I put it on the line tonight. Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be a fighting champion.
Like,
Okay,
come on.
for Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar.
Hold on, we get mad. We get. What are y'all predictions on a new world heavyweight title championship match?
Oh,
You
I
pick
went
Seth
with
Rollins.
Seth. Yeah.
Oh, y'all both with Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? One out of the two will win, and that's me. I got AJ.
Will it be one out of the three?
I mean, what? Yeah, whatever. That too.
Being mean.
I said one out of the two.
All right.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go sniff this.
Oh, like Tony Khan. Okay. Sour D's Khan. Who do you got? Brock Lesnar or Cody Rhodes? You gonna make a special announcement?
It's gonna be. I feel like this is gonna be like a 3-series match. Brock gonna have this one. Brock is gonna get this one. Then Cody will get the next one. That's what I feel like.
All right. So we all went with Brock.
Mm-hmm. And for your guy, this is a match of a lifetime, opportunity of a lifetime for the Intercontinental Championship. The Ring General Gunther taking on Mustafa Ali.
Oh man, this is hard. This is another hard one for me. This is another hard one for me because I see it. Y'all don't see it. Ali is getting a push. He's getting that push. He is really getting that push. Right? Whew. Damn, this is the push they promised him.
Tell me I didn't say he would say that.
Yes.
Tell me I didn't say that.
Shit. You know, I love you, Ali. I love you. Ali is one of my guys right there. You know, we just had a drink at the bar a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, he was my cab driver.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go with the ring general. The ring general. Gunther.
Okay.
And
up
we all
next.
went the same one.
Yeah, we all went with Gunther. Next one, Raw Women's Championship match. Bianca Belair taking on Asuka.
Oh my gosh. Might go to sleep during that match. Bianca Belair.
All right.
All right. And then the match
so we went
I'll
all
be
of us went with
going.
that.
the match I'll be going to sleep for: Rhea Bloody Ripley versus Natalia for
Real
the SmackDown. Okay, we
Oh, it's 11:29. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, David.
Happy birthday.
Woo! My birthday.
Becky Lynch taking on Trish Stratus.
Becky.
All right, we all picked Becky. Would you happen to know the card for NXT Battleground? Maybe that will be the tiebreaker card. Just
We didn't even do the tag team titles.
Oh yeah, you're
It's
right.
the main
The
event.
main event. The main event.
The main event is KO and Sammy. Because Usos
Yeah.
want to interrupt.
That's what we all said too. All right.
That's what we all said. Yeah.
The battle. Hold on. Let me just give me some time just to talk about something real quick.
That's why I was bringing it up before bringing up the main event, so that you would have time during while we was talking about the main event too.
Let's see battleground match card. Let's see match card. Okay, there. Okay, here we go.
And at this time, we will encourage the fans to like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the notification button.
Here we go. Starting off, Dijak versus I don't know how to spell his name, but Dragunov. Elijah. Dragunov. And the last man standing. Who we got here? I got Dragunov.
Yeah, I got Dragunov too.
I got Dragunov as well.
I got Dragunov too, 1,000%. I think he's gonna take you the win on that last man standing.
Yeah, because he's gonna this is gonna probably be his push out to come to the
to be called up.
Yeah, called up.
Okay, the next one we have Gallus versus the Creed brothers for the NXT Tag Team Championships of the World.
I think I'm going with the Creed brothers.
I'm definitely going with the Creed.
Yeah, I'm going with the Creed brothers. Yeah,
I'm not going with the Creed brothers.
You going with Gallus? Come on now.
Yeah, because the Creed brothers want to get called up too. I bet you they're gonna get called up, and that's when they're gonna start off the new thing with Gabriel or something. I mean Gabriel. Chad Gable. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I said Gallus. Right?
Okay, you're going with Gallus.
Okay, the next match we have is Noam Dar versus Dragon Lee for the NXT Heritage Cup.
Noam
I'm going with Dragon Lee. Noam Dar versus Dragon Lee for the NXT Heritage Cup.
That's the ultimate dragon looking guy, right? Ultimate Dragon.
Yeah, the one who was just in AEW and he signed to NXT.
I get them all confused.
I don't. They're the same.
Grand Metalik.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Dragon Lee.
Yeah, I got Dragon Lee also.
I'm gonna go with Dragon Lee, but I don't know. I want to put an asterisk by that one. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Dragon Lee though.
You and these fucking asterisks. You cannot put an asterisk.
I don't know.
Okay. So the next match we have is the North American Championship in a triple threat. It's your boy, Wes Lee, taking on Joe Gacy and Tyler Bate.
I'm going with Wesley. I'm going with my man's. I'm riding with him. I'm riding with him for this one. But we could put an asterisk.
Ain't no motherfucking asterisk.
I don't know. Tyler Bate might get it too.
Tyler Bate supposed to be getting called up, so that should be his last match in NXT, I think. I'm gonna go with Joe Gacy supposed to be getting called up soon too. I'm going with Wesley. I'm going with Wesley too.
Oh, I feel like
Pull out the
It's
asterisk.
Sunday night.
Pull
I
out
think
the
I might have to throw in my my skip card, my asterisk. Only because I feel like it's on Sunday night and AEW is going to be having stuff and WWE want to create stuff that's going to be big on the social medias and the hashtag. And for a Wes Lee to possibly drop the title to a Gacy might be something that might be groundbreaking. But I'm gonna just bet on and go with Wes Lee with an asterisk.
Oh gosh.
All right.
I'm sorry, viewers. You don't want
What's
to
the
see
next
this.
one?
It's kind of gooey. It's not. It's clear. The next one. Oh, this is a good match. The Women's Championship Tournament Final, where we see Tiffany Stratton, Little Charlotte Flair, versus Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria sounds like a disease. Got that Valkyria going on in me. Sounds like a blood clotting through the penile canal. You know what I mean?
You know what? When Indy Hartwell won, because she was the dark horse, I originally picked in that ladder match Tiffany Stratton because I feel like it's her time. So I'm gonna go with Tiffany Stratton.
I'm going with Tiffany Stratton as well. This is her second.
I'm going with Charlotte Flair too.
This is her second pay-per-view, and I think that it's time for her to get the push. I don't think she's going up anywhere, so I think she's going to get. I think it's time for her to get this push.
Yeah, she needs the title. Will look good on her anyway. It goes with her character.
It does.
She needs it, and I'm surprised that they put the Lyra girl in there last. I guess they want her to stand out also. Like she's going to be something afterwards. But she's kind of good. I like her. And for the final match on this card is Braun Breaker versus him, Carmelo Hayes, for the NXT Championship.
I'm going with Carmelo.
I'm definitely going for. I'm not going against Carmelo. Him and Wesley, I don't go against, so I'm going Carmelo.
I'm going with Melo because Melo is money. Going Carmelo.
All right, so is that on the card?
Yeah, that's it. That's it for the card. NXT don't be having long matches.
B, take it away.
Well, we talked about all of the stuff that we wanted to talk about. We said in this time we had so much to talk about with so little time, but we were able to get to it. Do y'all want to piggyback and talk about maybe a wrestler that might have stood out this week to y'all and pick a wrestler of the week real quick before we get out of here?
Good, D.
Bronson fucking Reed. I'm always gonna pick Bronson Reed. He stood out when he beat the shit out of Rick. I'm about to call him Ric Flair. Ricochet.
Imagine Bronson Reed fucking up Ric Flair.
He needs to be like one. He needs to be a guy that comes out and he has to do it to a legend. And he's starting to get his push. Just when everybody when it was so. I remember a couple of months ago, people saying that Bronson Reed didn't get a pop, saying he was quiet.
He still don't.
Yeah,
but
he still don't.
His character
is roaring.
Very much developing and good.
They are roaring for him. Okay, this is a couple of weeks in a row. When he fought. What the hell?
Sorry, that was me.
Oh, okay. When he fought Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory in that triple threat match. Come on.
He had a great showing. No, I'm not denying his showing.
Last week when he was in that Battle Royal for the Intercontinental title. Okay?
Excellent showing again.
He's doing his thing. He's doing what he needs to do when he do the thing. Okay?
He needs to attack and destroy Edge, and that would make him a dominant real heel. Like he got to put him out and really
Edge is on
hurt Edge to
SmackDown.
have people. Oh, okay, my bad. I don't remember the people that's on the draft.
Maybe he probably need to he gotta go against like a real favorite, like Seth Rollins or something. Because that would be real.
He would have to build up to that. Masha, who you going up with for your wrestler of the week?
I'm going to ride out again with Willow Nightingale.
Okay,
congratulations
that's
to
a
her.
good one.
Yeah.
That's the way Shasta Banks coming to AEW. Big whoop-de-dee-doo.
I said the same thing earlier. I'm gonna go. Go ahead.
No, all I was saying was, even though Tony Khan only gave her 30 seconds, like how we talked about earlier, she's my wrestler of the week. That's
a good pick. I'm gonna go with my girl always because I feel like she still don't get enough shine, and she's still. You said Britt Baker is the face, but I really think the face of AEW is Jade Cargill, so I'm gonna go with Jade Cargill.
But you said of the week. What did she do this week?
She ain't got to do nothing. She's just Jade Cargill.
Oh no. We all picked somebody who did something this week, okay? Nightingale, she won the championship this week, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Bronson Reed, he put on an excellent showing this week.
Did he win?
Where the hell was Jay Cargill? Where the hell was Jay Cargill?
Standing at the top of the ramp clapping.
Look, doing it ever so graciously.
Oh my God.
She made that segment interesting. And
that is no disrespect to Jade Cargill. Okay, she
made that segment very interesting.
I can't say she's one hell of a talent because it hasn't been fully displayed yet. I can't even say if she's getting there. But
oh my goodness! Wow.
I'm not impressed by her.
Tell us how you really feel.
She's beautiful. She's very beautiful. She looks good, and with the body wise and stuff like that. I feel like she should have been like a bodyguard for a little moment, and then practicing in the back, and then we could finally see her in the ring. Then we'd be like, oh, impressive. They didn't do her like that. They just made her come out and wrestle. It wasn't no build to us like really seeing her start from the bottom. We see her start from the bottom by being picked by what? By Shaq? Wasn't she teamed up with Shaq or something like that?
Yeah.
Right. That was a terrible way to introduce her. Then now you got her as a TBS champion and she got the Goldberg record. Like, come on.
Here's the thing. I think she's gotten better. I wouldn't call her like a ring general, but I think she's definitely gotten better. My thing with her is that she has, she needs to go against Dr. Britt Baker. That's the match we're waiting for.
That's not what we're waiting for. We're not waiting for that.
Dr. Britt Baker is trash too.
Dr. Britt Baker is the damn face of the company. I know Dr. Britt Baker's trash.
You don't understand.
I know she's trash.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say. I thought you said she's the face of the company. Like, that's a good thing.
That news story. I know that Dr. Britt
Tony Khan. This is what Tony Khan did, right? This is what he did. He started a company. Good for him. Great. And you rush things through. You just rush things through. Like, here, I'm gonna put you as this. I'm gonna put you as that. Like, you're gonna be the face. You're gonna be like the underface. Like, that's what he did. And he presented us trash ass people. Like, who was that skinny ass Japanese girl as a fucking world champion? That little skinty one, that little tiny one.
That's Riho.
Kyrie
her.
No, Riho.
Audio Nagato. She like, come on, Tony, what are you doing here? You are pandering too much to these people. Like, oh, you know who I want to see champion one day? John Morrison. Sign John Morrison. He's your champion. That didn't really happen, people. I'm just saying. This is just like a a Kawinky Dink. This is what he do. Like, come on, bro. You did like whatever book you have, you need to erase everything out of it and do it all over.
You know what's weird to me? Ring of Honor matches have been really good to me more than I guess what would be his premier matches, like what's on Dynamite and Rampage and all of that. The Ring of Honor matches have been more interesting. Even the Ring of Honor matches he's featuring on, Dynamite. I like that girl. What's her name? Emma Frost. She had a good showing.
Oh,
she's from Ring of Honor.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Her name was something Frost before.
Lady Frost.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought that was a DC character.
Me too.
But
I don't understand. Even with that, I don't understand if this is the place that's like the professional wrestling, the place for professional wrestling, and you have these Dan Housers and you have Orange Cassidy.
Who's she supposed to be? Glacier's daughter?
Yeah. She gonna be on Collision like Glacier was on Thunder.
Oh my gosh. Coming out with the Sub-Zero, like come on, like, oh my God.
If Luchasaurus is Kane and Abyss Love Child, then this Lady Frost could definitely be Glacier's.
Oh my gosh.
From our lips to Tony Khan's ears.
Yes.
So that last squabble I seen between Luchasaurus and Christian beating up on what's this guy's name again? Brian Adams.
Brian Adams.
Wardlow. I was say, ain't that Crush?
Yeah, but yeah, Wardlow. Like what was that tag team that they was in? Brian Adams and Raph. Like, what was that shit called? Wasn't it called Raph?
Well, they did have a tag team. It was Raph and not Chronic. Raph was green.
No, the name of the team was called Chronic.
It was Chronic. Okay, there we go. WCW. I remember that.
Yeah.
See that? Oh my God! It all makes sense now, Tony. I see what you're doing. Like even the Collision sign is looking like TNT. Like
it looks like Saturday Night Main Event. But red.
WCW Nitro, AEW Dynamite. Oh, you like to blow shit up, don't you? Well, she did a bad thing blowing up that match between not Hangman, between John Moxley and what you call him, Oodle Noodle here, Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega.
Yeah, like whoa. How can you have a show called Dynamite and you can't even blow up shit in the ring? It doesn't make any sense. Collision, you make crashes, boom. Like he's really onto something, huh? Ain't he? Huh?
He's a genius.
Oh.
He's a genius.
I don't know what it is at this point.
You want to premiere Collision in the United Center? Oh my gosh, CM Punk is coming back. Now we have to. Oh my gosh! Now if you have these people sit there on this fucking Saturday night and waste their goddamn time, and you do not bring out no CM Punk. It's going down for you, buddy. It's going down. Okay?
It is.
Because nobody got no Saturdays to be wasting on you, bitch. Like, come here, like...
Nigga, Saturday ain't cheap.
No, it's not.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
I went through a whole speech about Saturday nights, how, it makes no sense. I first of all, if you're going to do a show on a Saturday, why can't it be 6 to 8 p.m.? Why is it 8 to 10 on the Saturday evening? So you're blocking every Saturday night to say, basically, I've got to sit and watch wrestling. That doesn't even make sense.
Listen, you know what time I get off on Friday for work? I get off exactly at 10 p.m. 10 fucking p.m. I don't even have enough time to get ready for my Friday. So I'll be like, hey, if I can't do nothing Friday, I got to wait till Saturday. Then when Saturday comes, you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about Sunday. I'm thinking about Sunday because on Monday I have to fucking go to work. Come on. You think I want to fucking sit there for 2 hours and wait for your fucking wrestling show to 10 o'clock?
I know what he was going for. Maybe he was going for a highest rated DVR show on a Saturday night because I think that's the only thing he's going to be awarded. Because who's doing that?
Bro, what's going to happen next year? What's going to happen next year when on the night one of fucking WrestleMania happens? What are you going to do then? Tell me, Tony. What the fuck are you going to do?
Well, here's the thing. We don't
He's
know.
gonna have it come on after NXT Stand and Deliver.
Let me say something. We don't know what Endeavor is going to do. We don't know if WrestleMania might be 2 nights. It's no longer the WWE is running it. So we have no idea what Endeavor is going to do.
It's gonna be 2 nights. Like, come on. We have the draft. WrestleMania Raw, night 1, WrestleMania night 2, SmackDown. It draws money. That draws money. They're not going to stop that. They're not going to stop that.
Like I said, I don't know I'm not predicting nothing for 2024 because I see a lot of layoffs coming. I see that.
You wanted to speak about.
We got a Royal Rumble. We got we got Money in the Bank. We got SummerSlam, Survivor Series. All the major shows that come out on a Saturday. Collision is dead. It's done. And speaking of layoffs, there's supposed to be some talent getting laid off. Probably like the then they said starting in July.
We said that as well. You wanted to talk a little bit about the possible what Nick Khan said mash out about SmackDown with the bidding war. Well, was not the bidding war, but the agreement.
Well, Nick Khan was on CNBC and he was talking about the renewal of the TV rights deal for the WWE. With Fox and Universal because they're both up. They're both up this year, so it seems like the deal's not going too well with Fox. All right, I know that that's been on the rumor mill as well, but the deal's not going too well with Fox because I think Fox wants to pay less money for the rights of SmackDown. So they're either trying to go back to NBC Universal to have SmackDown go back there. Remember when SmackDown was on Sci-Fi, and and then it was also at the USA Network at one point. So they're trying. Huh?
I never seen SmackDown on USA. But go ahead, keep on.
It was a very brief time. So maybe it could go back to them, to NBC Universal, or maybe not, right? Because he's saying that there's a possibility Monday Night Raw may leave Monday nights. So, so it's
how you gonna have Monday Night Raw not on Monday?
It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't.
I heard they was talking about going like I heard you be talking a lot of Amazon talk lately.
Yeah,
might start streaming might stream on Amazon or something.
If they do that, I think that would be like an old adage, 6 in one hand, half a dozen another. Because, for people that do stream, that would be perfect. For the people that don't, that's not perfect. But you could get away with a lot more on a streaming platform than you would on broadcast television.
Shit, I stream.
Here's the thing.
I stream and watch that shit now.
I feel like the tradition of it all is good, but at the same time, the whole idea with SmackDown was SmackDown being on network TV, which brought a lot of eyes to the WWE product back then. When you did not have cable, you can always rely on watching SmackDown.
Channel 5.
UPN 5, 9, 11, whatever channel it came on at the time. You can turn to that and see a recap of Raw and kind of be abreast on what's going on in wrestling. So to just take that into streaming would be kind of crazy. I think that if that maybe not Fox or any of the affiliate channels, then try to kind of move to, a NBC, which is a part of Universal, so that it still comes on network TV. Because
I hear what y'all both saying. And whoever can't stream, then that's too bad on them. Because I stream, bitch. I have Sling TV.
But
Sling TV. And that's how
it's about you, bitch. It's about the whole damn company.
I'm just saying, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people like me that does this. And let's be honest. Since they done knocked off the broadcast thing shit, and you got to go buy a fucking antenna so you can watch regular TV. We don't know how many people been doing it. And nobody really is into cable anymore. Listen, to all my subscribers out there, cut off your cable service and just get Wi-Fi, okay? And just subscribe to Sling TV or Philo.
the thing about professional wrestling is, it's still a family sport. So there's certain people that's of certain age, they don't stream. They might just this. I bet you there's people that just watch SmackDown. You know what I mean? Because it comes on every Friday night on regular television. So they continuously just watch people of a certain age. You know what I mean? They just watch SmackDown. So I think that yeah.
You have people that sit there.
No, go ahead.
But this is how we. But think about it too. This is how we kick out the old heads. Okay, and we start doing some fucking rated R TV 14 shit. Okay, we start doing some things again. All right, get them old people up on out of here, so we don't have to get the Goldbergs back. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Goldberg. No, but I'm gonna be here no more to watch.
But I'm just saying, I think that for the certain demographic, it's good also, and also the advertising still is really good. Those are dollars.
So if they stream, they probably lose advertising dollars.
Yeah, so on national TV, that advertising dollars are really good.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
I mean, and then also besides like what they do at Peacock, what's the fun you get in, because they're gonna start doing betting, right? That's also the rumor, right? So what are you gonna be betting, and when are you gonna kind of like get your decision? We all know Saturday, Sunday night, we're gonna tune into a premium live event, and or we're gonna tune into a special or something like that. It's WrestleMania 2 nights or something like that, whatever. Now we're gonna be like, oh, fuck that shit. I'm gonna watch that on Monday. And I think that takes away from the interest.
Now, what about the rumor that SmackDown might be going to 3 hours?
No.
Okay, you start that shit up, all right? Because I ain't heard nothing about no damn SmackDown going to 3 hours. Like, come on. Come on.
SmackDown might be going to 3 hours.
There's no sense. I mean, no. I don't know. No, they need to leave SmackDown 2 hours. I like how it is. I heard they supposed to do this with Raw. They about to go back to the Attitude Era on the last hour of Raw.
Well, the rating go high, not Attitude Era. They go for more like racy. They ain't got Attitude Era personality.
I mean, that's what they said. They said they're gonna go to everything. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say.
I'm just saying what the people say.
I'm just reading it how you reading it, my brother.
But I'm like I said, I don't know hypothetically which is better. I don't know which is better. I think personally,
and I got you right here.
I think personally, the WWE should work out a very good television deal. And I think that if it's up to me, I would stay with NBC Universal, because Peacock has the streaming contract. Mm-hmm. That's the people I would honestly stay with if I was working the deal out. What's up, Dave?
Now you said these certain demographics ain't streaming, right? Like the elderly crowd. Then how the hell are they watching the PLEs?
What is the PLEs?
Premium live events. How are they watching those? Streaming. They stream through Peacock to watch it.
I don't know if they're actually watching that.
So you mean to tell me? I don't know how much streams they get, but
and also remember they might just be paying the pay-per-view, because you don't necessarily have to. You could still pay the $89.99 on the pay-per-view.
Now come on now you think. Now let me tell you something. If my grandma was
only is exclusive on Peacock, so they not. You can AEW. You can buy the pay-per-view.
You can still go to the pay-per-view. Truthfully, you can still look at the pay. They don't promote it, but you still could do the pay-per-view.
That is crazy. Because let me tell you something. Because I know these old people. I know these people. Like, well, shit. I ain't paying no goddamn money now for no goddamn rubber band. Give me that motherfucking subscription shit. $10. I'll pay $10 a month to watch that shit. Hell yeah, give me.
You're absolutely right. That's why.
Let me put my teeth back in.
That's why they said that AEW is going to get the streaming deal on HBO Max. That's what everybody's waiting for.
Please, I still want to watch that shit.
It keep being these things that everybody's waiting for, but everyone's not waiting. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And And tune in next week because I'll have a very big announcement for you.
Listen,
the announcement you're all been waiting for.
Listen.
You guys,
you just told us one last week. Like, how many announcements do you have, bitch? Like, what the fuck?
Yo, it looks like he has to prepare himself, like, serious every single time you about to go out there.
Can you demonstrate? Can you demonstrate how he prepares himself for the viewers?
Hold on. I'll be right with you. The announcement, I know it's coming.
Tony, you're on in 5.
5. Hey, how you doing, guys, ladies and gentlemen at home? We here at the AEW, we have a big announcement for you, and I want you to tune in to next week. Like, nigga, just tell us the fucking announcement, bitch. Like, that's why you be ruining everything. He ruins everything.
How many big announcements?
Like, he had, like, how many big announcements he had before Double or Nothing, and none of those big announcements was for Double or Nothing.
Nothing was for Double or Nothing.
None of them. It was nothing.
He didn't say, like, tune in because we have a big announcement for you coming in Double or Nothing. He should, if anything, he should have did that. He should have waited, like, tune into Double or Nothing where we have some big announcements for you. And that's how you get other people. That's how you get everybody to buy in. Like, oh shit, I gotta see what this announcement is. He did it wrong.
Man. Every weekend mans have a big announcement.
Like, you think WWE will put out a big announcement before fucking WrestleMania? What? No. Hell no. Fuck. Nigga's an idiot.
But that's the part that makes no sense. Who would sit there and announce all the rest of the areas that Collision is going to be at? I just don't want to name the first one. But maybe he was still in negotiations. Because like I said, you know, if you notice in the package, they took CM Punk off of that. So it's going to be Samoa Joe and what's the other woman? The former world champion, women's champion.
Former champion.
The former women's champion. What's her name?
Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa. Yeah, Thunder Rosa.
I mean, who's gonna be his big star for
But they use Britt Baker on Rampage promo and Darby Allin and all them niggas don't be on there, so that's just promo shit. CM Punk.
No, but they said Thunder Rosa is gonna be for them, Miro and Andrade.
Oh, so okay. This is the nigga we're not interested in you anymore show. Okay, got you. Okay.
What? That's what you think? I don't think. What? You can't. What? Wait, who's not interested in him? Wait, he's not interested in the talent that's going to be there?
Yeah,
or?
Tony Khan is, I'm not interested in you anymore. This is where you're going.
I don't think that. I feel like he think, had he said those names, those going to be the ones that's going to get pushed more, which I doubt. I don't know. He's just doing bad. We gonna have to wait to see June 17th. Let's see what I mean. June 17th. The summer is just he is bugging. June 17th, nigga. We are like 4 days away from the summer.
I'm gonna see that shit June 19th. I'm gonna see that shit on Juneteenth when I got the day off from work because I'll be watching.
You hear me? That's a 4-day, 3-day weekend. You think I'm gonna stay inside to watch some fucking Collision? I got a Collision for you. That shit's on a crash. That shit's gonna crash. Right
they put fucking Thunder Rosa on it. You knew it was gonna crash. Thunder Rosa. Who gives a fuck about her?
I was shocked too.
Like, come on, she's coming in the back. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, we supposed to give her a lot. Oh my gosh, Thunder Rosa is back. I don't give a fuck about this half-painted face girl.
I think the only person I'll be excited is Tony Schiavone.
Oh my
He's
god!
Excited for everybody.
It's Sting.
How can you be
Get outta
excited
here.
for this?
Niggas still trying to carry that on like you've been saying it for years. Like I never even noticed that until now.
Hello.
Like you've been doing it for years. Like he's Jim Ross or something. Like he's gonna be a slobber knocker. So this thing is your thing. Like, good God Almighty, he is broken in half. It's
You know,
crazy.
Yo, you know it's crazy. I'm on Twitter right now, and literally, like, this show you how this shit is real. Tony Schiavone and his daughter just graduated college, and I just seen I don't know. It's not even.
We can't see it. Oh. Oh my God, he has a daughter.
oh my! It's my daughter.
She graduated high school. She graduated high school today.
Congratulations!
Fuck her graduation. Tony Schiavone, if you hear me, fuck your daughter's graduation. I don't give a fuck.
No.
Hey, someone has to
congratulations to her. You know.
Yes, congratulations.
I want to say congratulations. Congratulations to all the black graduates out there.
Yes, congratulations to all the black graduates as well.
You know, the ones I want to congratulate all the ones they thought wouldn't make it.
What?
Okay. You know, they be thinking, oh, he's not gonna get his diploma. Oh, he ain't gonna get his degree. She ain't gonna get it. They got it. Congratulations to y'all.
Congratulations.
All the HSBCUs.
That's the bank.
Congratulations to my people.
It's HBCU.
Yes.
HBCU.
That's what I said. That's the bank.
Every last one of them banks that's out there that graduated.
Look at that HSBCU. That's not a bank anymore. Well, what is it? HCBUs.
HBCU.
Shout out to the HBCUs, okay? Just listen. I didn't go to college. I went to community college.
I need you to go to that t-shirt company you own, or is making and make shirts tomorrow and sell that shit by the time this episode come out, because that is fucking funny.
What, HSBCUs?
I'm about to name the episode HSBC.
You should.
That is fucking funny. Oh,
congratulations to the HSBCUs. Look, I was sitting here thinking, I was sitting here proud saying that shit.
You were sure too.
That's what I said. That's the bank.
I had so much surety in my heart for this. You know what I mean?
I know.
And you know what? That's the power of your voice, because I was sitting here going, isn't it HBCU, historically black college and university? Okay, institutional rights, HBCU, got it. But you know what? Whether it's a bank or it's an HBCU, nonetheless, congratulations to all of the graduates and all the banks that are waiting too.
You know what? I want to say some fraternities, but I'm not really big on that. But Alpha, Omega, Beta. That's not one.
Yeah.
But I told you, we knew where you were going.
Delta Phi Sigma.
Yep.
That's not one either. Okay, I'm gonna just stop.
Yeah.
No, just name all of them on a different world. Just name all of them that was on a different.
Yeah.
You know what you could do though? If you want to name them, don't include them together.
Oh, okay.
So just say like the
deltas, the alphas, the kappas.
Shout out to Morehouse. Shout out to Hillman. Shout out to Howard. Shout out to Spellman.
This is interesting because every time you do, I stop. I just I catch it in mid. You know,
Alabama
Florida,
University.
yeah. Florida, that's a black one.
Yes.
Florida.
It was A&M. There you go.
FAMU.
FAMU,
Oh yeah. A&M. And what's the one out in Texas? Is that TNA?
No.
Oh.
This ain't not.
Oh, A&T. Whatever the shit is.
There you
man.
go.
Shout out to the college that Nick Cannon was in Drumline.
Yo, so in the Bring It On, fuck that. Yeah, so you mean to tell me
too?
These niggas that's in TNA right now gonna graduate to another federation, and that federation is gonna be.
Well, that's the only progression they're gonna have. There's the only progression.
There's a TNA.
No, there's not.
No, we talking about we talking about Impact Wrestling.
TNA, total nonstop shit.
Wow, that's amazing. Shouts out to all of them. Stacks Fifth, Av, Sour Diesel. That's very good. Thanks for shouting all them people out. I'm gonna just roll on into a random thought after that. Please stay committed to your decisions, but stay flexible in your approach. Like this show is my favorite bottle of cognac. Is best shared with friends. Y'all are my amigos. Thank y'all all for tuning in to us. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button on YouTube. And those of you that's listening, please subscribe to the channel, The Three Amigos Show, so you can know when we drop that new episode. Anything else y'all want to say, fellas, before we up out of here?
Make sure you support your HSBCUs.
Oh my gosh! Listen,
in the NAACP, goddammit.
Yes.
Telling black folks not to go to Florida.
Right.
Why not? Why not go to Florida?
They tell you, they say it's not.
It's a whole nother show.
Damn it, man.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah,
but
man.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
If you listen, man, it was a good 2023 for you graduates, and I wish you well in your future comings, and have a great summer. Please be safe to everyone, especially those graduates and people on prom night. Please be safe and get home in one piece.
Wait.
There's people that love you.
Wait. There's another show next week. What the hell are you doing? Like,
yeah, but it's prom night, so you know.
It's prom night somewhere out here, man.
All the way to the middle of June.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna be saying this shit every weekend until June is over. Okay?
You know, that's what's up. That's what's up.
You know, it was a heartbreaking moment for me where it was a
heartbreaking moment. Heartfelt.
Yeah, you know, it was a teen couple that was on their way coming from their prom, and he was driving in a Tesla, and you know they got killed in a car crash. Right. I know y'all seen it all on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah, both of them got killed. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so you know, I want those teens, those people who's graduating, having prom night, have a lovely night, and you know, have fun, but just get home in one piece and be safe, please. There's people out there that love you. Make sure you get back home to your family.
And happy Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! This is so much going on this weekend. It's AEW, it's WWE.
Wait, how you didn't remember Memorial Day of everything?
Listen, because I got a 3-day weekend. I'm getting drunk. I'm getting fucked up.
We are.
Nigga, I called out of work for tomorrow, so I got a 4-day weekend. I'm good. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Yes. I'm so smart. You know what I mean? But
that
happy Memorial Day weekend. Happy graduation days. Happy prom nights. Happy wrestling weekend. AEW, WWE, TNA. I mean, the Impact. Because I think Naomi. Like something, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Yo, wouldn't it have been crazy that at one point that Roman tells Jimmy, "Oh, won't you go over there? Won't you go work with your wife?" Once he do that, because you know he's gonna do that. Like, oh, I thought, what you think? This is the impact zone or something? Roman be hitting below that belt, boy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I think Solo's gonna turn on Roman sometime.
This is a whole
Yeah,
different show now started. This
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just
oh.
all right. Just get ready for these ones, people.
You gonna take us out?
Bet you can't do this though.
If you can't do it like me. Woo!
We out of here. We got the people listening. Like, is it over? Is it over?
It's never over. That's gotta be Kane.
Bye.